Hello everyone, a warm welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is well by God's grace. I'm doing well too. So today I want to share this recipe with you, okay? This was actually inspired by our Ghana Angwamo, okay? So this is Waakye Angwamo or Angwamo Waakye. Yeah, so please join me and let me show you how this is done. So the process of making this recipe is just the same as making your waakye, okay? And it's also the same as making your angwamo. It's a bit confusing, isn't it? But I'll talk you through it, okay? So that was our beans, and I've cooked it, and you always cook it up to like 80 to 90% cooked, right? Okay, then you set it aside. We're going to set our beans aside. It's cooked. So the next thing is we're going to steep our leaves. So what that means is we're going to brew our leaves, okay? So I'm using 2 cups of water and a few leaves, our sorghum leaves for the waakye, okay? And it is brewing, okay? And in my saucepan I've added some oil, some bay leaves, and 4 cardamom, right? I'm adding in my onions, and you have to pay attention to the onions. We're using 2 kinds of onions here, the red onions and the white onions. There's a reason for that, okay? So first you fry your onions with your bay leaves and your cardamom, okay? Once it's nicely browned, which is difficult to tell because of the color, you take it out, okay? So we're going to be blending that, right? We'll blend all these we're taking out, and we're going to add it to our waakye. So with the brown or the white onions, we're also going to fry that, okay, until it's golden brown, okay, golden brown. The reason is our waakye, the color of our waakye, it looks purple, it looks brown, it looks some calabi. It's just almost the same color as the red onions, okay? So if you add it to the waakye in the end, you won't see it lying inside, okay? But then when you use the white one or the brown one, then it's much more conspicuous, okay? You see what I mean, okay, when we get to it, okay? So our onions is nicely browned and we've taken it out. So this is the red onions and the cardamom and the bay leaves that we blended, we fried and we blended. I'm now frying this in, okay? So once it fries for 2 to 3 minutes, you add your rice, okay? So it's like you're making angwamo. You fry your onions, then you add your rice, okay? So add the rice in, you give it a very good stir, okay? So we sort of toast it for a few minutes, okay? Like 5 minutes will be enough. And then you add your beans, and then we'll add our water, the brewed water, okay? So yes, well, it's the same. You add the water and you add the beans. Either way, it's the same. Okay, so here I've added the water first because I needed to sort of deglaze it, right, and take out all the crust under it. Okay, so I'm now adding my beans to it. Okay, so add all the beans and you give it a stir. Just stir it nicely and then we'll cover it. Yes, of course, you add your salt. So this is when you add your salt. I always say in my waakye videos, you always add your salt when you have added the rice to the beans, or here, in this case, you've added the beans to the rice, okay, so that it seasons it all perfectly, okay? So that is it. So I was using my cast iron pot, and it's like as soon as I opened it, the whole thing was cooked. I'm like, that was really quick. It's like it didn't take long to cook because it was able to trap all the heat, okay? And look at that. Look at the rice. It looks beautiful. It tastes amazing. You can imagine the taste, given the the onions and the cardamom and the bay leaf that I fried, and I blended it and added it to this. It's so good. So this is the time I'm adding my onions, okay? And you see what I'm talking about. You see that once you add that onion, it's very, very visible. You can see that there are onions in it. So the reason why I don't cook the onions with the waakye or the angwamo, whenever I do that, is because after it changes the taste of the onions, okay, and it becomes soggy and it's not really nice. So you fry it and you set it aside. Once your rice is ready, then you add it to it. Then you get maximum flavor from the fried onions, okay. So I was saying earlier, or if I didn't mention it, the reason I did this is like sometimes I'm craving for waakye, but I don't have stew, but I want waakye to eat, okay? So when you make it this way, then you can chew it like that. Just all by renesa. You can add shito to it. You can add red pepper, the one we eat the angwamo with, to it. Whatever you can add to it, okay? But me, at this time, I felt like I was even pregnant. Almost na eya hame, okay? So I just fried egg and added it, and then Mary and Sarah just said, Mary man who buy me, okay? But then like the rest later on, I ate it with stew, some gravy, some shito, and it was beautiful, okay? Very beautiful. So I hope this recipe inspires you for you to give it a try. Thank you for joining me. I really do appreciate you all. Don't forget to like this video, share, and subscribe. Okay, subscribe if you love this content, this kind of content. Okay, I'll just encourage you to subscribe. If you do, there, hooray! Thank you all. God bless you, and please leave me a comment down below, okay, so that I know what you think about this recipe. All right, okay, so I will see you in the very next one. Bye.